I know that bow prices these days can be outrageous, so here's a clip dedicated to how to purchase them. Just to let you know, I myself have done quite a bit of bow shopping, but have been hard pressed to find one, or ones that really impressed me. So let me give you some background information so you understand what you're getting yourself into. First, when you go looking for bows to buy, you'll most likely come across bows from France, Germany, and England, or UK if you prefer. The most famous of these nationalities will be French, and German and English makers may be on par with one another in terms of premiums and whatnot. And you certainly have or will have outliers which are very famous. But anyway, French bow makers probably command the highest premiums, generally speaking, and these will be your Sartoris, Perchois, Tourts, Picots, etc. Some of these cost a fortune, so you might stay away from these. German makers and English makers will be relatively cheap, and generally the ratio may be that when you have French bows fetching 20 to 30 grand or above, German or English counterparts may cost around 10 or 20 grand max, so half or 2/3, give or take. And these are probably rather expensive models like Nurembergers or Frechners. Or, if you're dealing with English bows, W. Hills and Hill and Sons, and so on, but I have a feeling that the Hills may be more expensive due to branding. So, if you're looking for a bow or bows on a budget, I would suggest the following. First, since it has been my experience that German bows are generally good quality, you may want to look for German bows. They're less expensive, so you can save yourself quite a sum if you meet the right bow. I myself have a Frechner that is actually superior to many French bows that I've come across. Second, you may want to register with auction houses or websites such as Torizio, Bromptons, Amati, etc. These are well-known auction houses. Now, one huge downside to these is that if you're going to need shipping services, you may have to make arrangements with an art transport company, and this process may be quite irksome and complicated. I probably should also mention, although this may not be an issue for some of you, that you may not be able to travel to where the auction item is being stored and try it out. Just because of the present situation with all these unnecessary lockdowns and draconian measures, so which limit your chances to travel freely. Nonetheless, if you're able to snatch a few bows from these places at a fraction of what they usually cost, and happen to find one that's to your liking, it just may be worth all the trouble. Third, don't get hung up on famous names. There are really bad examples out there that really aren't worth the price tags attached to them. I've handled quite a few Sartoris, and frankly, I don't think many, if not most, are really worth 18 to 30 grand. I mean, to pay for a Pernambuco stick that much money, I personally consider it a waste. I'd rather spend a good chunk of it on purchasing silver or gold, which used to be the real money anyway. So to recap, buy German bows because they're usually cheaper. Take advantage of auction websites or houses. And last, try not to have prejudices or preconceived notions about quality because they can be something of a hindrance than anything else. So that's all for today, folks. Till next time.